what are the most important first step when someone wants to start a hospitality venture? If be a cafe, a restaurant, or a food trucks or a hotel. Over to you.
Thank you. So, irrespective of the model that you choose to go in, the basics will always remain the same. It is. It starts about knowing your customer, what you want to do. So, what happens is that whenever any creation happens, it happens in your mind first. So, what you do, you sit down and you jot it down. So, you kind of build a whole cycle all the way from ideation to the execution.
Oh,
Now in that part you may say that this is my customer that I'm going to serve. You say that this is the market that I'm going to address.
hmm,
This is the market size that I'm going to address.
hmm.
So once the idea, you are clear with the idea, then you go to the next phase, which is basically marketing intelligence.
Yeah.
You start knowing about that, where to operate, how to operate. Would that be some place which is conducive for having a food truck?
Hmm,
Would that be we require a huge, gigantic 3, 4, 500, 600, 700 square feet of a store? Or
hmm,
would that be? So you need to choose your model accordingly.
hmm,
And then you start talking about that, what would be the part of your menu,
hmm,
right? And then you talk about that, how the interiors would look like. Then
hmm,
you start coming to the most important part. You start looking for the people. It
hmm.
is very important, very very important, I would say, to get the right people from the day one.
Yeah.
So these are the people. They are going to be the pioneers, and they will set the culture in organizations for years, decades, and centuries to come. So these are the small little steps that you need to take in before even you start building one. So
Wow.
irrespective of the model,
Hmm.
you really have to be very clear on your foundation.
Wow. I really like the word about the ideation to the execution because every startup need to have that ideation idea, how you'll do the ideation, how you'll execute, and what are the other aspects you need to look into when you're starting your restaurant venture. Question.
I would say that every restaurant, every brand that has been built with a lot of sweat and hard work is good.
Hmm.
But what separates a brand which becomes a sustainable? Now, being from Central Delhi, born and brought up, I know so many brands who are iconic brands,
Okay.
who are existing from last, let's say, 50, 100 years.
Hmm.
So their first outlet in Delhi was in Chandni Chowk. But if
Okay.
you look at, I'm talking about 20, 25 years back.
Hmm.
But if you look at today,
Hmm.
they are throughout the country.
Yes.
So this is what you need to build in. And for sustainability, you really have to have your basics right again.
Right.
It is all about cracking your product. It is all about, then once you crack the product, consistency in the product, then you need to crack the model. So once the model is cracked, you really need to be consistent in the model. You really need
Absolutely.
to be innovative. Now if you
Absolutely.
see, there is a lot of difference between pre-COVID era and post-COVID era. If I have to
Correct.
give you an example
Hmm.
of brands like KFC,
Hmm.
they used to operate in a very gigantic kind of a structure
Hmm.
of 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 square feet.
Right.
But they have realized that now things are changing. The consumer behavior, most importantly, is changing. So
Correct.
they have downsized their restaurants. If you go to them, you will realize you won't find more than 800,000, 1,500 square feet of stores. So
Yes.
these are the kind of adjustment that you need to make, which you learn over a period of time.
Absolutely.
These
Absolutely.
are the traits actually that make brand sustainable.
Hmm.
So you build for scale. B, you are consistent in your product. C, you are consistent in your business model. D, that you keep on innovating.
Wow. Okay.